y'all, it's your girl Yo-Yo. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about what it's like to feel stuck and how to get unstuck. Follow me. So it's been a long time that I felt like I'm stuck in the position that I'm in right now. I'm in my 20s, and for some reason I feel like time is just going extremely fast, but at the same time it's not moving at all. And I low-key feel like I don't think I'm the only one that's going through this right now, whether it's with work, whether it's with a relationship or not, whether it's children, whatever the case may be. You feel like you're stuck. It's either you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, what is your next move? You know, do you even feel the energy to get up and do anything? That's how I feel every day. And I've come to the realization that no matter how I feel, I have to still get up and keep it moving and keep it pushing. But I'm trying to find the balance between feeling like you're not enough in a certain degree and wanting to give up because you feel stuck. I don't know the complete answer to this. I can only say what I've done for myself. The one thing I've done to get me unstuck is following what my intuitions are. That sounds very cliche, but a lot of the times the reason why I feel stuck is because the ideas that I have in my mind to push me forward, I'm not pursuing those thoughts. I'm not engaging in them at all. I just start to feel like, okay, well, maybe I'm not meant to do this. I have a family member of mine who always thinks the negative of everything, and I'm all for thinking of what can happen, what can transpire, what's to come. But what I don't like is the fact that instead of you trying to figure out a way to resolve that issue, you just keep telling everybody else as well as yourself that it's just not possible. You can't buy a house because of this. You can't go to school because of that. It's always something, and there's never like an alternative lookout on anything. It makes you feel like you're stuck. I'm a Black woman in America. What am I supposed to do if I don't figure out how to get unstuck? I have to make a way. I have to figure things out. I've always had to figure things out. I remember I was leaving one of my jobs one time. I didn't have a backup job. I didn't have a backup plan. I just knew that I had to get out of there. And my boss was like, well, we're in the middle of a pandemic right now. It's going to be hard for you to find a job. And I'm looking at her like, I get that, but I'd rather be out there. I've always been that person. I'd rather be out there struggling on my own than to be here and to feel like I don't matter. I didn't tell her that exactly, but that's how I was feeling. I basically told her, like, I've been on this journey, you know what I mean? I will figure it out. God has always figured it out for me, so I'll be just fine. In the back of my mind, I was like, I'd rather be out there trying to figure it out than to be here. Because the moment you get yourself out of a situation that is toxic, you start to make your mind wonder of how to fix it and how to get better and to not stay stuck, if that's even like a thing. But for me, I feel like for a very long time, I just felt like I was just gonna be stuck. Nobody could tell me nothing. There's no other way for me to really feel open and happy unless I'm around certain people at times. That's not the case. When you're stuck in a position, you need to have time to yourself and think. Earlier today, I'm getting phone calls, and it's like, bruh, these phone calls are not bringing me no money. These phone calls are not enlightening my day. These phone calls are not pushing me forward. Why am I answering these phone calls at 7 o'clock in the morning? It makes no sense. No shade towards whoever is calling, but it's like, you know what? As a matter of fact, that I think about it, I can't fault them. Because if you claim to be so busy, but nothing is really happening, people are going to look at you like, you're not that busy. You're just being annoying and you're ignoring me. It's like, no, I really am busy. Whether it's I'm writing down notes, jotting things down, trying to find a better life, honestly. People just look at me and just think, you know, this little girl don't got nothing going for herself. She's not as busy as she says she is. There's no way she could be. It's so many other things that I think about when I'm in a situation where I feel like I'm stuck. And I do think that the people that you're surrounded by matters. In those situations, it matters in that case. You have to really figure out what are you going to do next, because the people around you, your environment matters. If you're stuck in a situation, just look around you. Observe, you know, who you hang out with. Observe who's in your ear the most. Observe how many times that you tell yourself you can't do something and then somebody else comes right around along and they prove you right. If you're around that, I suggest you move, do whatever you have to do to get out, because you will be one of those people. I am one of those people who is severely consumed by other people's situations, and it's beyond overwhelming. No one is asking me to solve their problems low key, but high key kinda is, you know? I've been told when I was younger that, you're stupid, you're never gonna become anything, all you're good for is laying on your back and, da 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 da. Like just real disrespectful thing that you just shouldn't say to a child. I was told that. And then in my adulthood, I kind of adapted to that in a way, and I felt like, okay, well, if they were an adult, they knew me before I knew me, so therefore they're right. And I just stuck to that. I never felt like I was good enough to do anything. So when I feel like I'm stuck, I just hear those words in my head over and over again. You're not good enough. You're a dummy. You're not smart. Just a whole bunch of other things. I wish you weren't born, or I wish I had a son. It's just so many different things that you're being told as a younger child. I don't think parents realize that it can really hinder you as an adult if you allow it to. I'm in the position now where I realize that was one of my issues of why I'm always stuck. And the older that I became, I start to feel like, you know what? These were just their thoughts, their views, their opinion. Just because you come from a vessel of somebody doesn't mean that you completely represent them. You are your own being. And for a long time, I felt like I wasn't my own being because I told I wasn't. You have to wear what they want you to wear, go where they want you to go, do what they want you to do. But when you turn 18, when you turn a whole adult and you've been sheltered for so long, you start to feel like, I don't know what else to do right now because nobody's telling me where to go, what to do. When you're stuck in a situation, I like to revert back to my childhood and figure out what then made me feel like I was stuck. What can I have done, or what can I use from my past that made me feel stuck and move forward? Because a lot of things for me generates from my childhood. So when I'm going through something, when I feel like I'm stuck, I revert back to my childhood and think, what happened to me in a situation where I felt like I was stuck, and how did I get myself out of it? And it works as an adult, because what I used to do as a child to get out of something that I was stuck in, I would drift into another world. I would start writing a book, my little books, my little short series and things like that. I would clean up the house, spotless. I would do my hair. I would, make myself feel pretty. I would, just do whatever I needed to do to get out of that state of mind. And what I realized was I always stayed busy. And but there's a downside to that, because if you're always staying busy and you never actually sit with whatever you're going through, that can also cause you some real problems. But I start off small. I go back to when I was stuck one time, when I was told that I was stupid, I was dumb. How did I pass that test? What did I do to help me get the scholarships I did when I was in high school? How did I move on with my life when someone broke my heart? Whatever the case is, anytime I felt stuck in my past, I use it now in my present and say, okay, well, I've been stuck before and I've got out of that situation. What did I do to get out of it? And that's what I started slowly but surely doing. I started to just cut off a lot of things, stop talking to a lot of people, minimize my interactions with any and everybody. I really only had time for something that, or someone that I had to take care of every day, which was my son. Other than that, nobody else to me, I'm not saying they didn't matter, but their noise I tuned out, because I realized that my son is not telling me that I can't do this and I can't do that and I can't go here and I can't go there. He's not doing that. He's living his best life. And my job is to cater to what he needs at this time. Discipline, a shelter, food, love, attention, time, patience. Things that I'm giving to other people that don't give it back to me, I can be giving that to my child. So I start to think of things like that when I feel like I'm stuck in a situation. What do I need to take out of my equation to solve this problem? Because right now, we're not getting down to the bottom of this. And I just keep looking like an angry, crazy person when in reality, I'm just stuck. I'm just confused. I'm just hurt. And I don't know how to keep giving myself anymore when I don't feel like I have anything left to give. If you are somebody who is constantly giving and no one is reciprocating that back to you, I suggest you take the time, sit back and think within yourself, like, am I doing everything I can to make me happy? Because at the end of the day, once you do something for somebody, once they're happy in that moment, it's literally just that moment. And it becomes a memory in their mind. Like, it just becomes something they can revert back to. But the job is done. So you're going to keep trying to fulfill other people's needs and wanting them to be happy and successful. And you think that's going to help you get unstuck. You think it's going to solve your problems. And you're stuck in your situation because you're trying to do all these different things with other people and not doing it within yourself. So it literally is, I don't even know what time it is right now. It's 7:58 in the morning, and this is what's on my mind. And I really want everybody that's watching this video to take the time out, have some time to yourself, and really try to figure things out, because people will tell you one thing, and once you become stuck, they're not trying to get you unstuck because they don't know how. They've been stuck in their situation for a very long time. Y'all, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, your ideas, and how you feel about being stuck and trying to get out of your situation, especially in your 20s. Like, how has this impacted you? And if you're a parent, a young parent, what's going on in your mind right now during this whole situation? We're stuck at home. We have to quarantine. And you have to basically face and deal with your battles. I've gotten so many things done these past couple of months. I would have never thought that I would be able to transpire. So comment down below what has moved you, motivated you, pushed you to get unstuck. Let me know, because I'm still in the process and I'm still in the journey of trying to figure this out. Bye, y'all.